Hey everyone, and welcome back. We're diving into some listener questions today, and it seems like a lot of you are really interested in supercharging those retirement savings.
Yeah, definitely seems to be a hot topic.
It is, and one listener sent in this article about the FTSE 250, and it's got us both thinking.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
mean, the article basically says the FTSE 250 could be the key to a £1 million portfolio. Now,
That got my attention.
right, it sounds pretty good.
£1 billion.
Exactly. And, the article talks about long-term investing, the power of compounding, all that good stuff. But then it also mentions that the FTSE 250 hasn't been performing quite as well lately.
Yeah, so that's where things get interesting, right?
It does. So that's exactly what we're going to unpack today. So one of the things that really stood out to me in this article was it compared investing like £500 a month in both the FTSE 100 and the FTSE 250 over, say, 30 years. And it said that the FTSE 250 could actually lead to a portfolio that's almost twice as large.
See, that's the kind of stuff that gets people excited.
Right.
I mean, who wouldn't want to double their money?
Exactly. It's like you plant a tiny little seed and it grows into this massive oak tree.
Perfect analogy.
Right. That's the power of compounding.
It is, and the article says that this difference is all because of the FTSE 250's historical annualized return, basically like the average yearly growth, which has been about 3% higher than the FTSE 100.
Okay, 3% higher.
Yeah.
That's significant.
It is over time.
Over time, yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. The article also mentioned that both indexes have only seen returns of around 6% annually in the last decade.
Right.
So does that mean our oak tree might be a little bit smaller than we were hoping for?
Well, it's always important to remember that, past performance isn't a guarantee of future results.
Right.
And the last decade, let's be honest, it's been a bit of a roller coaster.
It has.
We've had economic slowdowns, we've had Brexit uncertainty, global events that have all kind of shaken things up.
Yeah, for sure.
And those kinds of factors, they definitely impact returns.
Okay, so taking all of that into account, what does this actually mean for, our listeners, for people who are trying to plan for retirement?
Well, I think the key takeaway here is that while index funds can be a great foundation for your portfolio, the FTSE 250 with its mix of, growing businesses, it could actually be like a gold mine if you're looking to potentially outperform the market.
Okay, so it sounds like we need to be a little bit more strategic.
A little bit, yeah.
Instead of just buying the whole forest,
Exactly.
we're looking for the trees that are going to grow the tallest.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay.
Yeah, and one way to do that is to look for companies that are trading below their true value.
Below their true value. What does that mean?
So basically it means that they have the potential to grow much more than their current price suggests.
Okay.
It's like finding a hidden gem at a flea market.
Ah, I like that.
Yeah, something that's worth way more than what you paid for it.
Okay, so we're bargain hunting, essentially.
In a way, yeah.
But I imagine that requires a lot of research.
It does. But it can be incredibly rewarding. It's about understanding a company's fundamentals, their position in the market, their future growth prospects.
Right.
And don't forget, diversification is still key.
Okay.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket, so to speak.
Yeah.
Spread your investments across different sectors within the FTSE 250. That way you can manage your risk.
Okay, that makes sense. And I think it's important to remind everyone, you don't have to navigate this alone.
Absolutely not.
Seeking independent financial advice is always a good idea.
Especially before making any big decisions.
Yeah, it's like having an experienced guide leading you through the jungle.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
All right, so the FTSE 250.
Yeah.
It might not be a guaranteed path to riches.
No.
But it's definitely a path worth exploring.
For sure.
And here's something for everyone to think about as you're doing your research. What if you could actually identify the specific sectors within the FTSE 250 that are poised for the biggest growth in the coming years?
Now that would be an itch.
Right. That could be your key to building that £1 million portfolio.
I like it.
So keep learning, everybody. Keep that retirement dream alive, and we'll catch you on the next deep dive.